In this video, we will learn how to use Abaqus-VABS interface to do an airfoil cross-sectional analysis in an automatic way. Here we assume the user has already downloaded and installed the code. If not, please check the Abaqus-VABS interface menu and follow the first chapter to install the code. There are two ways to use the interface: Quick Start and manual installation. Here in this video, we assume that the interface is used in the second way. There are only a small difference about how to start the VABS GUI between these two methods, and I will mention that later when needed. Now let's take a look at the example files. Those files can be found on the cdmHUB in the Homepage, Resources, Downloads. Go to Abaqus-VABS GUI, Learn More, and Supporting Docs. And this is the package containing those files. Click to download and unzip it into any place. Open it and we will find several files. The first one is a Python script called runvabs.py. This is a startup file of the whole automation process. The rest are 7 XML data files: control, head, airfoil, shapes, materials, layups, and foot. Control.xml is the main control file of the automation. It contains the project name of the homogenization, dehomogenization, and the names of head file, airfoil main file, and foot file. Also, if user doesn't have access to VABS or doesn't want to run VABS right now, we can set the input only argument to 1, which means the code will stop after generating the VABS input and VABS will not be executed. Head.xml contains all those analysis options that will be used in VABS. The recover flag is set to 0 for homogenization and 1 for dehomogenization. Airfoil.xml is the main file for generating the Abaqus CE model of an airfoil cross-section. It includes several arguments telling the general size and position, and 3 other files which provide more details about the airfoil: shapes, materials, and layups. Shapes.xml contains the detailed geometry data of the cross-section. Materials.xml contains the complete material information, which follows the Abaqus naming convention. Layups.xml contains the detailed stacking sequence information of each layup. The last file, foot.xml, contains data returned from the one-dimensional global beam analysis. This file will be used during the dehomogenization. To learn how to prepare these files, please check the Abaqus-VABS interface menu. Besides these example files, we also need to put the VABS license into this folder. The example problem we will use in this video is shown here. This airfoil cross-section has several segments with different layups, 2 webs, and an area filled by foam. The whole analysis process is divided into 3 stages: homogenization, dehomogenization, and visualization. First, let's take a look at the homogenization. At this stage, we need to prepare these files: control, head, airfoil, shapes, materials, and layups. Remember to assign a proper project name in the control file, and to set the recover flag to 0 in the head file. Once had all these files ready, we can start the homogenization process. Open Abaqus command. Change the directory to the location of the runvabs.py and type Abaqus CAE no GUI equals runvabs.py --control.xml and press enter. On the backstage, the code will first create a cross-section model, then generate an Abaqus input file and convert it to VABS input, and finally run VABS. Now the homogenization process has finished. we can view the CAE file in Abaqus. Open the Abaqus command, and here comes the difference of starting the GUI between the two ways of using the code. If the user uses the quick start method, then we need to type Abaqus CAE-custom VABS GUI.py. If the user uses the manual installation method, as what I did in this video, then we only need to type Abaqus-VABS and press enter. Click File, Open, test.cae, OK, and switch to the test model, to the mesh module, and set the sections color. Click this icon to set the view to the YZ plane. When finished, close the window. We can also view the VABS input file, which is the test.dat, and the result file, which is test.dat.k. Here is the stiffness matrix and the flexibility matrix. Once we have the cross-sectional properties, we can do various one-dimensional global analysis. After that, we can use those files from the global analysis to recover stresses and strains on each cross-section. Now let's take a look at the dehomogenization. First, we need to do some changes to several data files. In the head.xml, change the recover flag from 0 to 1 and save. And in the control.xml, assign a new name for the recover process and add a foot file. In the foot.xml, this file contains the global analysis results for a particular cross-section. Not all data are needed for dehomogenization. What data should we prepare is dependent on the analysis method used in homogenization. For more details about this, please check the VABS user manual. Once we have all those files ready, we can do the dehomogenization by typing the same thing as what we did in the homogenization. Abaqus CAE no GUI equals run vabs.py -- control.xml and press enter. Once done, we will get all kinds of results files. Next, we will visualize these results. To do the visualization in Abaqus-VABS GUI, let's first open the Abaqus command. As mentioned earlier, there are two ways to start the GUI. Here we will just type Abaqus-VABS and press enter. Click the visualization icon, select Files, and select the VABS input file with the recover name, and click OK. The GUI will generate two viewports and synchronize them. User can change the field output into any results provided by VABS. User can also use other tools provided by Abaqus, for example, probe values. Now the whole process of an airfoil cross-sectional analysis is finished. Thanks for watching.